Hey guys, Cory here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for coming to hang out with me for another Clash of Clans video. Today we're looking at Queen Charge Lavaloon, but with a twist. Bringing those 4 Quakes, often called the Quad Quake, is going to open up so much more of the base. Your queen is going to be able to get massive value, leaving very little base left over for the Lavaloon portion of the attack. Let's check it out because it's pretty strong. If you learn anything from my videos, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. If you like this video, put a thumbs up on it. Alright guys, the principle behind this is those 4 Quakes, it's a lot of spell space, but it's going to open up a massive portion of the base, just like I talked about in the intro. Now, the only downsides to it is it doesn't leave you with that many spells left over. So you can do your charge with 3 rages, and really only have, you know, looks like 2 hastes left over. Or you can try and do a charge with 2 rages and a queen ability. So up to you what you think you need, what you think you're going to get with the charge. But a lot of times it's oh my gosh, you can actually see my dog right behind me right there. That's that dark spot. She's kind of making a shadow. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness, wagging her tail. Hi Callie. That was super distracting. But a lot of times you're going to notice on queen charges, usually we bring 3 rages for a queen charge attack, but sometimes you don't need those 3 rages. In fact, a lot of times you don't need those 3 rages. A lot of times 2 and the queen ability is enough to get your value and keep her alive through most of the attack, if not all of the attack. So a lot of times that's going to be an option here. Now, ITZU here decides to just bring those 3 rages, and if he doesn't need that, it's not a bad call actually at all, because if you don't need that 3rd one for the rage, you can still use that rage on the loons. Very effective spell with loons. So if you wanted a little bit more control, you could bring an extra haste and maybe a freeze for the loons as well. But by bringing those 3 rages, it's going to give you that option. You can use it to keep the queen alive if, you know, if needed, and also if it looks like she's going to grab some more value. If you can keep her alive, she's going to grab another Expo and a multi-target Inferno. Totally worth it, you know. But if you don't end up needing that 3rd rage for that queen charge, then you still have it for the loons. So I think that's a pretty good call right there. In fact, when I do this attack, that's exactly what I will do. Bring those 3 rages, use them for the queen if needed, otherwise just use them for the loons. There we go, has that queen kill. Now targets with this are going to be enemy queen, enemy CC, and eagle artillery. Remember, you're investing a lot of spells into that queen charge with the 4 Quakes and the 2 or 3 rages, so you better get a lot of value with it, just like ITZU's doing here, leaving a very small path left for the loons. He played the Stone Slammer in a perfect spot. He's grabbing a multi-target Inferno with it out of the range of air defenses. That means that Stone Slammer is going to last. It's not going to get taken down quickly like it would if it was getting targeted immediately by an air defense. So he's able to maximize value from that Stone Slammer. And just a clockwise Lavaloon, counterclockwise Lavaloon, circular Lalo after that, saving his Grand Warden ability, although he needs his Grand Warden to catch up with those loons, using that Grand Warden ability to cover that last multi-target Inferno section. It's a very dangerous section of the base right there. We got a multi, air defense they just took out, and a wizard tower, but the 2 most dangerous ones are going to be that multi and that wizard tower, because they can damage so many loons so quickly. And guys, this base is wrecked, absolutely demolished. Still has a hound up on that left hand side. Queen charge is still going strong. Many loons still up. Plenty minions for cleanup, guys. This base was demolished. He even still has a loon in his camp. He goes ahead and drops that down, just kind of helps speed up that cleanup process. But guys, this is a very powerful attack strategy because it opens up so much of that base to the queen charge. You can grab so much value. And if you're learning Lavaloon and you're already decent at queen charges, I would definitely recommend it because you're going to get a lot more value with the queen charge, and that allows you for an easier Lavaloon on the back end. Guys, let's check out our next example. Next example is coming at us from my buddy Josh, who actually, wow, it looks like his earthquake spells are not even max, but they're still enough since they got that buff with the last big update that they're gonna get plenty of this base open. See, once they did that update a couple times ago, the earthquakes open up a much bigger section. So now these 7 tile sections right here between the walls, which is what, 9 tiles overall, I suppose, those can now be opened up with just level 4 earthquakes, and of course level 5 earthquakes open up even more. My buddy Josh here that's doing this beautiful attacks actually clashes with me and my other clan, Royal Redcoats, so nice seeing him pull off a very technical attack strategy right here. Once again, earthquake opens up so much of that base. Just look, hold on, look look at all the access his queen has from in here. Now, she could path this direction or that direction. Honestly, looks like she's a little closer. She's going to path this way and go get that eagle, and then those sweepers. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was talking about getting so much value with the queen charge with this strategy. Now, Josh elected to just bring 2 rages, so he's got his 2 rages to get through that value and the queen ability. Once again, using that stone slammer well away from an air defense, going to be targeting a wizard tower and coming in contact with that multi-target inferno as well. I think by the time it hits the multi, it'll be in range of that air defense, but still, it's taking out 2 very dangerous structures for loons while out of range of that air defense, and that is the best possible value you're going to get out of that stone slammer. Sure enough, queen just grabbed the eagle artillery. Remember, once again, value that you have to get with your queen charge on this attack is going to be enemy queen, enemy CC, and eagle artillery. And there we go, coming in with that Lalo. Air defense did end up breaking down that stone slammer, so he's got some max loons working their way through the core. And look at this pathing to that last inferno, right to the expo, straight to the inferno there. Absolutely beautiful job spotting that by Josh, so that it was going to be vulnerable to a Lavaloon from that direction. Sometimes if you have a hard time pathing to infernos, if they're in an island, it can be a real challenge to take out 2 of those with a back end Lavaloon sort of attack, but this one not so bad at all. The pathing to that inferno was absolutely beautiful for the loons, and as a result, this base is wrecked. Even though we only brought 2 rages, we talked in that first attack about bringing 3 beyond the safe side. 2 is more than enough. You can tell because he never even had to pop his queen ability. He finally does there just to get through a wall and help speed up the cleanup process, but other than that, to get all their value, never needed. 2 rages was more than enough. That gave him a freeze to get through the queen kill without a rage. If you freeze that queen and you don't have too many defenses on you, you can kill that enemy queen using 1 spell space instead of 2, just like Josh did right there. Beautiful, beautiful attack by Josh. Let's go check out some more examples. Next example is going to be Town Hall 10, because yes, this attack works very well at Town Hall 10 too. Check out this attack by Wesley. He's actually going to be swagging the troops inside of his Stone Slammer. I don't believe the Stone Slammer ever pops on this attack. And here we go. Loon coming in, covering for that baby dragon, just in case there was a Seeking Air Mine there that would have killed the baby dragon. That would have made his funnel fail. He wouldn't have got the funnel at all. So that Loon is just kind of a precaution on fresh attacks. If you don't know there's a Seeking Air Mine there or not, you put it in front of that baby dragon or in front of that electro dragon if that's what you're using to funnel on that side. And that way you can be sure to get that funnel established. King on the other side, good thing too, because some Teslas popped over there. He's able to pop his ability and get that funnel completed. So now that we got Skellies that are actually drawing the queen in, and then possibly that CC and multi-target Inferno right there. The healers did eat a Seeking Air Mine there, but look at the access that he's got right here. His queen can charge into so much of this base. Already took out a multi, already took out the enemy CC, and gonna be stepping up and grabbing the queen as well. I'd say if you're gonna use this attack at Town Hall 10, just like at Town Hall 11, you're gonna want to get a lot of value out of that queen charge. The Earthquake's gonna allow you the access to get a ton of value out of that queen charge. Probably only gonna have, man, I don't even know if he had 2 or 3 rages available on this one. So I guess I can't comment on that. I wasn't paying close enough attention. We got another attack. We'll take a closer look at that. Other value, of course, going to be the enemy queen, and and then other high value targets, multi-target infernos, sweepers, wizard towers, those sort of things. Look at this. He's already gotten half of this base taken out with the queen charge. Now the Lalo's coming in. Once again, we see that Stone Slammer used in a section where there are no air defenses to shoot it down early. That way it can get massive value. In fact, it's still sitting at like full health right now. So doing amazing, wonderful things, that Stone Slammer. Queen just took out the last air defense in the base, so the only thing that poses much of a threat to this Stone Slammer at this point are going to be Seeking Air Mines that it might hit along the way. I expect it'll probably hit one when it goes past the area where that air defense was, but look at this thing, just unstoppable. Still like over 3/4 health. The queen is still going. Is she gonna survive this whole raid too? He's got his cleanup down. He still has 2 loons in his pocket to help with cleanup, but you can't drop those as cleanup until the last defense goes down. Once that last defense goes down, you can use those loons as cleanup, just like he's done up at the top there with that loon. And I don't know, he might drop this other loon if he was short on time. Hard to tell from a replay because the end of the attack is always at 0 on a replay, even though he might have had 10, 20, 30 seconds left. We don't know unless we're paying attention at the start to how much time that takes. But looks like he did go ahead and drop that other loon just to help up top. But he's going to be able to actually save those loons that he had in that Stone Slammer, assuming it was loons and not an E-Dragon or something crazy for the next raid. So beautiful attack by my buddy Wesley on his Monona account. Let's check out our next examples. See, sure enough, he did have 3 rages available. Now, as a consequence of that, he got amazing value on that queen charge. No denying that. I think it was the right call. But he did only have 1 haste left over for the Lavaloon, so keep an eye on that when you're planning the attack. Are you going to need more for the Lavaloon, or you just want to keep that queen alive, getting value? This time it paid off big time. Let's check out the next example. We got Rutmaster coming in this next example, giving us a good example of using 2 rages with the queen charge. Let's see how it works out for him. Has a baby dragon down to cut one side of the funnel. I'd expect the queen, king is doing even more funneling over there. Let's see where his queen's going to come down at this point, because he's kind of funneling in towards the middle. I think he wanted his king to walk to the right, and his king is not cooperating. So he goes in and earthquakes that section open right there, and I don't know if that was the best value, because a jump spell would have opened up that exact same area. Now, one advantage you have of using the earthquakes over the jump, if you don't need that big of an area opened up, is that a jump spell wears off and an earthquake does not. So there's a good chance, I've had it happen on many queen charge attacks, where my jump wears off and my queen is stuck beating through a wall. With an earthquake, that's obviously not going to be an issue. That being said, if I was going to start a queen charge there, I probably would have tried to make it work with the jump. But he is going to have maximum access to this base. That is for sure. He's going to have access. He's already got the enemy queen down. He's already got the CC down. Now she's going to grab a multi-target Inferno. She can step up even further and grab 2 sweepers. So who knows? Maybe if the jump would have worn off, my queen would have beat through the wrong wall, and I wouldn't have got that much value. He's certainly getting enough value on this attack. Now, one thing I don't like is that he got that Stone Slammer down before the Hound, and so that air defense there is sitting there going off on that Stone Slammer instead of being tanked by the Hound like it should have. That being said, it's getting ready to go down, and he's still going to have the value of some of that Stone Slammer health, and definitely the value of the max loons coming out of there at full health. Now, he did make a nice little thin path around this base, and that makes it very easy to predict your loon pathing. Very effective use of those haste spells. Here we go. And yeah, look at that. The haste is just covering basically all the loons and all the defenses left in this ring right here. Gonna be looking for that last haste over the Expo Wizard Tower. I would have gotten it forward just a little bit more, so I could have covered all 4 defenses in that square. When they're all just 1 tile apart, you can easily cover 4 defenses with 1 haste spell. Not going to matter though. Base is wrecked. Base is demolished, guys. We got minions working up top. Loons are closing in on the last Tesla. Even though that Stone Slammer went down really early in this attack, he's still got max loons that were in that Stone Slammer left at the end. So beautiful attack. Definitely got the job done. Nice job spotting the value there. He knew he was going to get the queen, he's going to get a multi, he was going to get the CC, and grab both of those sweepers, and that's massive, guys. When you don't have sweepers pushing your loons around, Lavaloon becomes much easier to pull off and bring home those 3 stars with. So guys, if you have not already tried this attack strategy, it's time. Cook it up, put it in your camp, hit some FCs, and because it's highly effective. You're going to get mass value with the queen charge, and that leaves you with a much easier Lavaloon. So if you know how to queen charge, you're still learning Lavaloon, I would recommend trying this attack strategy because it leaves you a manageable Lavaloon at the end. So there you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I had fun. Hope you enjoyed it as well. I'll see you in the next video.